Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to another weekly flavored tip here on my business page and in my group. This season, we are focusing, of course, on spring. We've talked about lemon herb marinade. We've done a herb de Provence vinaigrette. We've done, and today we're going to talk about how to preserve that spring bounty that we are now just starting to experience. So, what I have to share with you today is a very quick and classic technique called blanching. Blanching is a very quick cooking process that we do on the stovetop that not only enhances but also preserves both the color, the nutrients, the taste, the flavor of these beautifully green and other colors spring vegetables that we're now starting to experience. So, vegetables like asparagus, green beans, green peas, even into the summer, right? So really, most vegetables, especially the ones that are a little bit harder, a little bit firmer in texture, can easily be blanched, and then you want to shock them very quickly in ice water to stop that cooking process, and so they don't continue to become to continue to cook, right? That carryover cooking time. So I just wanted to talk with you briefly. You tell me, where are you tuning in from? What other vegetables, other fruits, other herbs are you experiencing a bounty of this spring here in Oklahoma? We are, of course, in tornado season or storm season. So it's been a little eventful the last few days. Thankfully, I have my arrow gardens inside that keep me in lettuces and herbs for right now. But I'm shortly going to add a third one for all of those mini salad vegetables like the grape tomatoes and the mini cucumbers and the mini bell peppers and that sort of thing. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so back to blanching. This is a game changer, and you can use blanched vegetables in many different preparations. One of the easiest preparations, of course, is that you can enjoy them raw. So, what have you accomplished by blanching? Isn't it just wasting time? Isn't it just taking more time to get the raw vegetables from the refrigerator to the tray? No, actually, what you're doing is you're not only enhancing the color, but you've also enhanced and preserved the nutrients. Okay, so what we're gonna do is and I will be demoing in the near future. We've discovered here at home that we need to upgrade some things, mainly our internet connection. So we've got that on the books for a couple weeks from now, and hopefully our home Wi-Fi will then be crystal clear all the way around the house, which is what my hope is, so I can actually get into the kitchen with you, right? Okay, so for blanching, what you want to do is you want to bring a pot of water up to the boil. You want to put a good amount of salt in there because the salt will season the vegetables as they cook. Salt brings out flavor. We're not trying to make them salty. We're just trying to bring out the flavor, right? That's what this is all about. We want to nourish with flavor so that we can savor and thrive. Okay, so lots of water. And then you're going to add the prepped vegetables to the boiling water. You want it to be a rolling boil, and then you want to dunk them in there. Basically, you really are kind of just dunking them in there for not even, just until you see the color begin to change. And it can happen very, very quickly, 1 to 2 minutes, if even that. Okay, so once that asparagus, once the green beans, once they become that bright green color, you want to fish them out really quick with your strainer and then plunge them directly into a bowl of ice cold water that you have at the ready. Okay, so and that will stop the cooking process and then locks in that fresh flavor as well as that color. We eat with our eyes first, right? So the brilliant colors of spring, and I have some recipes, I'll drop them down below. I have some springtime recipes that I'm doing this week. We did a pasta primavera today, the original recipe from Le Cirque in New York. delicious. No alliums in it, actually. It was flavored just with basil, parmesan, and pine nuts. I did substitute in almonds, but a very, very light cream sauce. So absolutely delicious. Cooked all the vegetables separately, and you could just taste all the different flavors of every single one of those spring vegetables. Okay. So after you dunk those prepped veggies in ice water, they are ready to go. So you notice that they're still vibrantly green, they're beautifully crisp. That's the magic of blanching. Okay. So, what else can you do with these? You can use them as a side dish. You can toss them into salads. You can add them to pasta, grain bowls. You can drizzle them with the vinaigrette or the lemon herb marinade that we made earlier this month. You can sprinkle more fresh herbs on top, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, a little bit of lemon zest on there, and have a quick and delicious springtime salad. So, and these will keep in the fridge as any cooked vegetables or cooked prepped vegetables will for a good 3 or 4 days if they are properly stored, right, in an airtight container of some kind. You could also blanch, shock, and you could freeze. If you're going to freeze, I suggest putting them out on a tray in a single layer. Let them get a little bit cold so that they're not going to fuse into one big block when you put them into the freezer all together. This is actually a great way to take advantage of if you have your own garden or if you're part of a co-op or if you buy in bulk. This is a great way to preserve seasonal freshness, those seasonal vegetables. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you let me know down below if you plan to use this blanching and shocking technique in the near future as you prepare vegetables this springtime season. And I wish you all happy cooking. See you next week.